good, everybody? Hope that you guys are having a super blessed day, and welcome back to SharpeSports. And oh my gosh, was yesterday's game an absolute classic. Now, firstly, I gotta give props where props are due. Yo, modern day, you guys went out there and handled your business. All right, so to get straight into this video, I just want to recap the game and just go over everything that I saw happen during that game. Now, firstly, I have to give props where they're due. Coach Rollinson for modern day is the high school equivalent of Bill Belichick. I'm not gonna lie, in that first half, I legit felt like I was watching a clone of the Patriots on both offense and defense. Now, Coach Negro for St. John Bosco did make a lot of adjustments to help put his team back into a winning position in the second half, but yo, modern day's coaching staff is on another level. And to be honest, St. John Bosco shouldn't have been in the game for as long as they were. Modern day kept on shooting themselves in the foot by making penalty after penalty. I honestly believe that if modern day was not committing as many penalties as they were, the score might have been like 42-10 or something crazy like that. Like modern day they came ready to play. That's just what I saw. All right, but now let's get to talking about the two players that everyone wants to hear from, and that of course is Bryce Young from modern day and DJ Uiagalelei for St. John Bosco. And after watching this game, I learned a lot about these quarterbacks. Because on this channel, I really only get to watch a lot of the players' highlights, it was actually really refreshing for me to be able to watch a full game and see the actual talent that these two guys have. And after watching that game, here's my breakdown on the two. I still believe that as far as the quarterback position, as far as throwing the ball, DJ is hands down. He was making some throws that I believe most college quarterbacks are not able to make. He is ridiculously accurate, always poised in the pocket, and his receivers were kind of letting him down on a couple of those routes. I'm not gonna lie, he had a lot of drops, especially in the first half, but DJ is a special thrower. However, Bryce Young is the most dynamic quarterback that I have ever seen play in high school. Only person that I would put up there with him would be a Justin Fields. Like, the way that Bryce Young was able to not only evade pressure, but able to throw the deep ball, as well as able to just make long third down conversions, 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 15s with his legs, he is going to be something special once he hits Alabama's campus. I think as far as the quarterback matchup in this game, I believe that they both more than lived up to the hype. I mean, if DJ didn't have as many drops, the game might have gone a little bit differently. Now we have to talk about one of the unsung heroes in this game, and that of course has to be modern day's wide receiver Cody Epps. This dude had 10 receptions and 170 plus yards, as well as 3 touchdowns in the first half. He and Bryce Young simply had a different connection than every other receiver that modern day had in that game. Now, one of the reasons why he was able to go off so much in the passing game was because of St. John Bosco's defense. Now, I'm not gonna blame it all on the players because honestly, I blame a lot of it on the coaching. I'm sorry, I know that both of these schools are extremely talented Division I players through and through, but you cannot leave your corners and safeties on an island, especially when modern day is proven that they can burn you over the top each and every single time that you do that. There were 3 or 4 very distinct times in the game that because St. John Bosco was playing some form of man defense, that they were getting absolutely torched in the passing game. And honestly, as far as the defense is concerned, I would honestly say that the players kind of bailed out some bad coaching on that defensive side of the ball. I mean, all modern day had to do was just throw the ball out wide, break 1 tackle, and that play was going for 30 plus yards easily. And it happened multiple times in the game. And it took until the second half for St. John Bosco to realize, hey, we can't keep on playing man defense. I mean, they still try to play it here and there, but they had to switch to a zone just because Bryce Young was absolutely picking them apart. I mean, he was perfect on his first 6 throws of the game. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to be too harsh because I do realize that I am covering high school athletes. However, when you go to these 2 programs and you have this many Division I talents on your team, you hold them to a very, very high standard. Now, the biggest takeaway from modern day in this game is they have to eliminate the penalties that they were committing in the game. They had well over 100 penalty yards in this game, which anytime you have over 100 yards in penalties, you normally expect that team to be losing. But that just goes to show you how good modern day actually is. And for St. John Bosco, there are a couple of things. Firstly is that the receivers, they have to stop dropping so many passes. I was hearing the announcer saying that they have 4 to 5 drops a game from the receivers. I'm sorry, how can your team be full of 3 and 4 star receivers and you have that many drops per game? You definitely got to clean that up. Secondly is they have to find a way to stop speedy receivers. You cannot be putting your safety one-on-one with team's best receiver. It's just gonna end poorly every single time. They have to find a way to play some more zone or just find more creative ways of keeping the safety over top so that they don't get burned for those 20, 30, 40, 50 yard bombs down the field. And lastly, they need to take a page from modern day's offense. What did modern day do as soon as they got the ball the first time on offense? They got the ball out of Bryce's hands quickly. Quick outs, slants, speed outs, swing passes, anything to get the ball out of Bryce's hands as quickly as possible. Because what does this do? It brings the defense down because they're trying to collapse on these short, quick passes. And then all of a sudden, hey, you got a receiver going over top and then you hit him for a 50-yard touchdown. This would help DJ get in a rhythm much sooner in the game because it took him almost until halfway through the second quarter just to finally get a solid offensive drive going. And that wasn't because the offense was stalling. Part of that was because the defense could not get Bryce Young and that offense off the field. But then also they were just trying to convert on too many deep passes early in the game. You have to start off small and then work your way up to those deeper passes. You have to show the defense something that they haven't seen so that then when they see it the second time, then you can fool them, a little fake swing pass, and then you go over the top or something along those lines. But all in all, I say all of this to say that this game was an absolute masterpiece. It lived up to the hype. There was plenty of scoring, nice defensive plays. Both quarterbacks played phenomenal. If there's one thing, you cannot take anything off of what these two quarterbacks brought to the game. They both came with their A game and proved why they were both 5-star quarterbacks and the 2 best quarterbacks in the nation. But you want to know the best thing about this game? They're more than likely going to be meeting again either in the Trinity League final or in the CIF Southern Section Championship game. So yeah, Bosco's going to be looking to take their revenge on Modern Day, and Modern Day is going to be trying to double up on that rivalry series. But I want to hear from you guys. What were your guys' biggest takeaways from last night's Modern Day versus St. John Bosco game? Alright you guys, with all that being said, hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave this video a like. Yo, let's get this video to 700 likes because that lets me know that you guys enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to comment down below any other plays that you guys want me to see because that's how I know who you guys want me to watch so we can help grow this channel. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications so you guys can stay on top of all the videos that I am coming out with. Alright you guys, with all that being said, hope that you guys all have a super blessed rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.